meanwhile, you can just say hello in the chat box. And we do just a basic sound check and video check for Miss Anita and Miss Kate and Vilma and Priya, who are the main speakers today, who are our main panelists today.
Yes.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, Priya.
Hi, good morning, everyone. Good morning,
Good
Kate.
morning. I couldn't see you.
Good morning, everyone.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning. I can see now Anita, Vilma, and Priya. Yes, Kate. Thank you. Wonderful to have all of you.
Thank you so much. Thanks for welcoming us here.
Thank you, Pekka from Dubai. Happy International Women's Day for the message.
Thank you.
Okay, friends, let's start. So let me start with a small introduction, like not about me, but about the beautiful women out here, like what I feel from my heart. Women, or we call it way above men. I don't need to validate this statement, because we all know that you are much tougher than, stronger than us, because tougher the situation becomes, the mightier you become. And it's a proud moment for me to say that since God couldn't reach everywhere, they created women. And I know it's still challenging and a struggle to prove every day that you're not less. But I would like to tell you that, like, the time is changing, we are changing, and we are really, really proud of you. Wonderful, happy Women's Day to all the beautiful, all the talented, and all the powerful ladies out across the globe who is watching this video. Happy Women's Day to all of you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. We appreciate you.
So, before inviting the key panelists and key speakers, let me just give you a small introduction about myself. Myself, Dr. Vineesh Vijayan. I am from the beautiful India, but based out in Dubai from last 6 years. I was one of the early adopter of cryptocurrency and blockchain. I entered into the crypto space in 2015, and till from that time I was investor, and I helped multiple companies to establish, like, raise their funds and expand their community in the Middle East, African, Asian market, and supported many projects, and I've been actively participating as a trainer consultant for multiple institutions and universities. Now we are working on a Web3 NFT based product, which is in the P2E era. So today, when Women's Day was coming, I thought, like, let me invite a couple of my few good friends who are doing really good, fabulous job in this crypto space. Because most of the people out in the market think that, like, this is not for this women, this is a male dominant industry. Because whenever we see out in the market, we see mostly men only who speaks about and actively participate in this industry. But today, I'm not just going to show you those ladies who are just participating, but in the top position in some companies. So let me invite and introduce you. Let me just give a brief introduction, like they will talk more about themselves. We have Mr. Anita here from Finland, currently settled in Dubai, who is called as KryptoGranny. Can you say hi to the audience?
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning. And
Good morning to you.
we have Miss Kate from Kenya, from the powerful African market, who is doing fabulous job in the crypto domain, helping people to educate and understand more about the possibilities of cryptocurrencies and the blockchain speed. Hi, Kate. Thank you for joining.
Thank you
Kate,
so
you're
much.
muted, I guess.
Yes, I am.
Okay, great. Yeah, we have Vilma here, who is the CBO of 5x Wire blockchain, is the 5th generation blockchain here, and we will talk more about that as well in the coming like in some more time. And we have Priya Ratnam here from India, who is again one of the early adopter of blockchain crypto space and working on multiple projects. She will talk about her project as well. Hi, Priya, welcome.
Hello, everyone. Good morning. Nice to meet you all. Hi.
Great.
Good morning to you.
So good morning. So let me start with Anita itself, like because I am in the early 30s now, and most of the people even if you not consider about male and female, but still people think that this is a business for the young people. Like the cryptocurrency industry or like blockchain technology. These are things are new technologies which is not easily understood for the like immature people. But you call yourself KryptoGranny, and can you please give a brief introduction about yourself and how you entered into this industry and how your journey have been till now?
Thank you, Vinesh. And first of all, thank you very much for remembering me and inviting me to this amazing gathering of all of us, and especially sharing the stage with these awesome women with me. So yes, I've kind of given the permission for people to maybe question or discuss age, which is not the usual thing with women. And that is solely because I am an actually granny, grandmother to two beautiful granddaughters. And well, I entered the space around 2015, 2016. A very good dear friend of mine got very interested of the new technology, and we participated together quite a few events here in Dubai at the time. I have no tech background whatsoever myself, so I got very quickly very fascinated about the idea of technology providing us, for instance, trust between interaction in business or whatever that might be in the space. So one thing led to another. I started to educate myself as when it comes to blockchain technology as well as the cryptos. And quite soon I realized that all these really amazing tech savvy technology brilliant people involved with a lot of different kind of projects were telling me what they do without me being able actually to understand what they do. So I started asking my all-time favorite question, why? Could see the desperation in the opponent's eyes when I, for the 17th time, asked like, yeah, but why, or what are you doing? And that's how KryptoGranny was born. An elder non-tech female person challenging the actors and amazing individuals in the space to remember that not all of us can understand the tech talk, and to get involved and inspired and also to invest in your project. I really would need to understand what you do. So I started to interview people, and today I'm a moderator, a speaker, and still keep asking why or what for.
Okay, great. Let me just do a small thing, like let me mute everybody and I only unmute you guys. Yeah, please, Anita, you can unmute once again.
Yes, thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah. So that's good.
So yes,
Good to hear. Good to hear about you here, your journey, and you're such a like wonderful inspiration to most of us, because when we see people out across the market, nobody even think about this industry, and to be a pioneer in this industry at this age. Let me come to Vilma on the same topic. Vilma,
Hello
can you please
everyone,
unmute?
can
Yeah,
you hear me
yeah,
well? I'm
yes.
Vilma and I have been in the industry for the past 8 years. I'm investor in plus 70 projects, including seed investor in Tron, Hedera, Hashgraph, Quantum, Cardano, etc. And since the beginning, we noticed that both in the mining industry as well as infrastructure and development side, there is a lack of women. We had some incubation programs, respect, integrating women to the industry since 2016, but I will speak a little bit more about that later. So currently I'm a co-founder of FireChain, which aims to impact 1 billion people. We are a $2 billion company, and we are launching our mainnet later this year. We are supported by the United Nations SDG Impact Fund, as well as we work respect inclusivity in the financial industry, as well as inclusivity in the society, as well as creating economic opportunities for underprivileged as well communities, as well as of course underprivileged nation in themselves. So
Okay.
we have recognized the both issues. First of all, challenge on access to education of blockchain technology towards women, as well as challenge to access to the technical tools, support, as well as funding. So those are some of the aspects that we are providing currently.
Great. Thank you, Vilma, for your feedback. Now let me just go to Miss Kate from Kenya. How are you, Miss Kate?
Thank you so much, Vinesh. I just want to first of all appreciate you for creating this opportunity for us to come together on this special day. My name is Kate. I'm based in Kenya, Nairobi, Kenya. And I just want to first of all wish all women in the world, all the mothers, all the ladies and girls in this world a happy Women's Day. You know, sure, God has created man before woman, but when it comes to love draft before the final masterpiece, this life has no existence without a strong ally of a woman in every stage of life, starting from motherhood to wife to sister and finally a daughter and all the girls. So I think I really want to appreciate a woman, because for me, a woman is a dreamer, is a believer, is a doer, is an achiever. You know, a woman is an inspiration to the world. So I want to wish everyone a happy Mother's Day, and also want to thank everybody who has joined our this Zoom. It was actually a very short notice, but I can see many people have decided to come and listen to us just because we just wanted people to hear our voice. Personally, I just want to give a short intro about myself. I'm not a financial advisor. I've never been in financial institutions, but I am a very passionate person when it comes to crypto and when it comes to blockchain. Reason is because initially I went to study marketing, and I went to some few jobs, not few jobs, I think only one job, which really didn't make sense to me, because my nature is I like being free. You know, like I'm this kind of a person who want to be my own boss, to manage my own time, to manage my own resources. And this one led me to business. So I got into business when I was literally very young. I think I was still in college at 20 years. And during that 20 years, I was actually a mother at 20 years. So life was not easy for those people who are in Africa. You know, some of us during those days, I'm in my 40s, so you can imagine what was happening in the 20s. When I was in my 20s, there was no technology. The systems were just so much analog. And therefore, things were not so easy for us. So I decided to study at the same time. The little money that I used to get from my parents could not sustain me. And I decided now I have to look for something to do. So I just started doing some small businesses, buying some merchandise, selling them, making little money for my dresses, and going to movies and such kind of things, and maybe sometimes taking care of my boy. And it was actually not easy, but somehow we managed, because along the way I met many people. And there is something about me, whenever I meet people, I am this kind of a person who always want to keep in touch with somebody I find on my way that adds value. So I met people that's how I even met Vineesh. We met in Bangkok, and I keep now connecting with people. So when I was still young, I met some guys who were doing some shipping from China, bringing some items to our country. And I started now, because I didn't have money to buy these merchandise, I just used to go there, take them, try to sell them during the day. Whatever I make, I go pay them, and tomorrow I go take some more merchandise. Somehow I started doing business that way. And during the year 2011, in the year 2000 and around 2005, I was introduced to e-commerce platform Alibaba. So I started doing affiliate. I started being a freelancer in Alibaba, and then along the way, I was introduced to Amazon. Along the way, I was introduced to network marketing. So I can say my exposure to the world was actually strengthened by me being in MLM industry, because I was able to meet people in different countries. I was able to share different, they were able to share different experiences with me. Along the way, I learned many things. And how I discovered cryptocurrency was through Amazon, because I saw some people talking about payment using Bitcoin. That was in 2015. So I really wanted to know what this Bitcoin is all about. And
Okay.
by the grace of God, it was a blessing for me, because in my country there was a platform which was selling Bitcoins, and I saw people getting more attracted to trading Bitcoin. So I became a peer-to-peer trader. So I started trading Bitcoins in peer-to-peer platform called Rocco Bitcoin. And I didn't even have an idea that this was going to be my full-time job. So I got myself into trading, serious trading, in 2017, because I saw Bitcoin coming from $2,000 to $20,000 within a span of about 6 months. And I saw how people actually gradually became rich and started now taking the business seriously. So I decided to sail with them. So I got myself there, and along the way, I've been advancing slowly by slowly. I moved from P2P. A little bit, I just had to portion my trading experiences. I went to sports trading. From there, started investing. So currently, what I'm doing, as you can see, we started something late last year, We needed to come up with a community where we can be able to help our people, especially women and youth, to be able to understand what crypto market is allowed, what is there in crypto space, which opportunities are there available for them. And for us, we share experience, we share what we have gone through. We show them how to do trading in peer-to-peer platforms, and they make money. We do help them to understand what crypto, the adoption of crypto, and where they should be able to hold some of these crypto assets. Personally, have earned a lot, because not a lot, but I can say it's a lot because of the experience, but it's not my goal. But I have seen my $1,000 turning into $100,000 in less than 1 year. I have seen my $800 turning into about $50,000 in less than 1 year. So that's why, for me, I think crypto is something that we need to look at as one of the source of income that we can generate for ourselves. Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you for such a long introduction, because you talked to the core, from the basics, everything. So thanks a lot. I think Priya got disconnected for a moment. Let her join back. Meanwhile, I would like to hear from Vilma. There are many ladies, like when they see that this is an emerging industry, and many people, not in fact ladies only, the people try to enter into this industry, but not everybody becomes successful as you guys have become. So what has been the key reason for that, and how you overcome the major challenges which everybody come across in the initial phases of
I
our
would
journey?
say definitely access to education, as well as willingness to learn blockchain architecture, or developing, or for example, programming languages, or understand from an architectural or infrastructural side, what is it, how to use it, and how to create value on top of it. Secondly, I would definitely say access to active communities around you, and courage to go to speak with people that are, of course, more intelligent or successful or longer in the same path where you are wishing to go. Thirdly, I would definitely say reading a lot of books, not just from technical architectural perspective, for example, databases, or for example, current fintech progress in overall developing countries. Why? Because you will recognize which are the key problems, and if you don't know what you don't know, you cannot solve the most expensive problem in the space. Overall, in crypto, we are still pretty dominantly solving challenges that are predominant in financial industry, but could be decentralized and could be monetized in a peer-to-peer manner. Therefore, I would definitely recommend reading from challenges in the current financial industry, as well as challenges in unbanked communities, as well as recognize that there's, for example, over 1 billion people that don't have access to banking or don't have access to financial services, such as, for example, credit, as well as understand the identity challenges of having over 1 billion people still in 2020 that don't have access to identity. As well as a third point, I would like to highlight curiosity recognizing the fact that there are a lot of people that will provide you funding if you come, if you just get your word out there and show up and stay persistent, as well as don't compare yourself as, okay, I'm a woman, I cannot do that. I would say that obstacles is not that you are woman that should be positioned as your benefit, and just be proud of being woman and solve solutions from your own creative perspective, because of course there in the traditional finance or traditional tech industry there is also less women than men, so the same reflects in the crypto industry. I would just encourage everyone to get started and be proud of who you are, and there will always be people who support you as long as you believe in yourself.
Great, Vilma. Thanks a lot for the wonderful insight, and because that's a really motivating information for most of the ladies out in the market who is looking for something like this, because you guys have set a benchmark for most of the ladies out in the market. Thanks a lot, Vilma, for your comment. Let me go to Priya. Let me just unmute her for a minute. Yes. Priya, you can unmute yourself, and welcome, Priya, to this session. I know you are from the beautiful India, but I met you in Bangkok a few years back in a blockchain summit. And I was quite surprised because I am an Indian. I grew up in India. And, you know, in India, maybe Anita and Vilma may not be able to relate it too much, but in India, the custom and the tradition is like that daughters are brought up just to get married, like have given them their basic education and then get married to somebody and just go. Like they're not prepared too much to be settled in a very good career, or maybe in in a what you call, especially in an entrepreneurial journey. But here, it has changed over the last few years. But I was quite surprised to see Priya as a CEO of a company doing airdrops to multiple projects across the globe. And recently, she is working on a P2E guild. And happy to see your growth, Priya. Would like to hear from you, your journey, how you entered into this industry, how you have been doing till now. Thank you. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Vineesh, for inviting me today. And thank you, everyone. Vilma, that is absolutely amazing. Like the same thoughts which I was having today to talk on this, but you definitely nailed it. I'm amazed. And Kate, as well as Anita, it's a wonderful journey to hear yours. So let me introduce myself. Myself is Priya. I'm from India, and I'm a CEO of Avisa Game Skill, which is the very first and a pioneer in the gaming industry right now. So my journey, yes, I started in 2016, which is 2016. Mm, like one of my friend who is my technical guru have been introduced me to the crypto. Like it started like this. One evening we were sitting and talking about the technologies, like which is going to be a emerging technology. We were talking about the cloud, in fact, but he told me, Priya, there is something called cryptocurrencies. So I just jumped into the Google and started searching about the the terminology. What is a cryptocurrency? And it was like a rocket science for me on that day. However, slowly and steadily, I started learning, and I have been invested in so many cryptocurrency projects right now. And today, I stand in a place where I'm one of the very big investors, right from the angel to seed level in the multiple humongous projects, right? So yeah, the journey I started as a cryptocurrency promoter as a airdrops. Those days, trust me, it is very difficult. Every conference which I go, people will not even talk to us because they feel like airdrops, oh no, it's a free of money, we will not entertain that. So this is all the challenges which I faced when I went to the conferences, and which was very very sad to hear about it. But I never give up. No, I will never give up. So what I did, I started adopting myself to the technology, start talking about the language, learning. See, for everyone who wants success in crypto, we have to be adopted to the technology, and we have to learn the skills. Every day new skills coming, every day new technology coming, every day new terminology is coming in crypto. So we have to be mainly focused to learn the terminology, to go dig deep into the structure and the picture, what it is exactly. So the same way I have come from very long way from there to here. Today I am heading in India right now, and doing a very big venture capital firm, as well as leading a gaming guild, which is a number one. And right now we have given life for almost close to 1200 scholars who is leading their life because of my guild. And it's not a revenue model for us, however, but it's a combination of revenue as well as holistic way of helping someone, supporting someone in terms of providing the jobs, providing funding, providing a scope to learn and earn. When you see in our guild right now, we have majorly the students who are playing and earning. With the earning, the payment what fund they have got at the end of the month, they are paying the college fees, school fees, and all. This is where we have put across right now, and I feel very proud about it. Right. So for me, crypto has been changed my life completely. If someone asks me, I'll be the live example to say, and I'm so proud being a woman entrepreneur today, and what crypto have given to me. And this has all happened only because of thirst of learning, thirst of to dig into the subject. So for women, don't hesitate anything. If you want to do something, just go get it. That's it. This is what made me to try to the next level. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Thank you, Priya, for this wonderful insight. And I really believe you are inspiration to billions of ladies out there in the Indian and almost all the parts of the world. Thank you for your journey and your experience till now. Now, I would like to come back to KryptoGranny, Miss Anita. Would like to hear from you, like, when we started the crypto's early space in 2014-15, mining was a hot topic. Then the topic changed, like new things keep coming. Like then DeFi was a big topic, yield farming was then NFT came, now Web3 came, Metaverse came. Like this has been changing so drastically, right? So people think that like it's not just began, and some people think that like I've learned everything, but every day something new is keep coming into the space. So what do you have to say on this thing, like the evolution and the rapid growth of this industry?
Well, obviously, still, if we think all of us who are involved in the space at the moment, we probably represent around 1 point, I don't know, something % of the population of the globe. So in the end of the day, we are very few. But of course, us interacting in the space, and most of the names or the faces, even in this Zoom, we've met somewhere face in face, especially if we are here as I am at the moment in Dubai, where the whole industry seems to be present at the moment, mainly due to COVID. So yes, it is growing rapidly, but at the same time, I think it's a good reminder, coming maybe from a granny, that we are not that many there as yet, if you think like globally. And then just briefly, a little bit referring back to something that Vilma said and the other amazing ladies as well. There has been just very recently released a study coming from BACT, BA double KT, and they are suggesting that women will or take over the crypto space, which I think is really, really amazing. And this is the place to talk about it. But what was interesting actually in this study is that 52% of the female that participated that study are hesitant in joining because they don't know how to get started. And 49% of them is lacking the extra funds. But then again, on the other hand side, it seemed that approximately 61% of those females that actually had invested in cryptos had invested up to 500 US dollars, kind of only. If you think how we talk about it's all about Lambos and whatever it is. But then again, this is a gender reminder, and I would like to give a tip and an advice to every woman out there to remember that you don't need to have a lot of money to invest in cryptos or join the space or join the revolution, as one of my early time principals kept telling that, this is a revolution, just join. But the thing is that we sort of, us who are active in the space, we might get a bit, blind as we think that everyone is involved and it's all about the big monies and the big investments and the big funds here and there. But that's not for us commoners, I would like to say. We need the new joiners desperately to join. We need them to leave their whatever their misbeliefs or whatever they are, in fear of joining something illegal or whatever that might be. We should be the ones who make them to see what is actually happening here. We should be the ones who are actively promoting the fact that the actors in the space, we are the ones that reach out to the regulators, for instance, and the lawmakers and want to collaborate and do this jointly and together. And then the other thing that it doesn't matter if you're a granny or a grandpa, if you're a youngster, tech savvy or not, it comes down to that you want to be part of this, you are eager to learn. Education is obviously in the core. And then, us remembering that we should be talking in a manner that everyone can understand. And this is obviously one of the things, as I'm hoping us to be able to do extremely well in Alpex Global. I am the Dean of the Alpex Academy to be. And obviously one of our main goals is to make sure that everyone out there feels very, cozy and comfort and feels that it's easy to come and join, and no one is actually reflecting or looking back at what kind of background you have. Would you be able to join or not? But rather, if you're willing and the interest and the curiosity is there, that is totally enough. And then, of course, you invest what you can, and if you can. So it's not in the very beginning necessarily even the thing that, I need to have the money to be part of that. But of course, it helps if in the beginning you are able to do some small investment in order to understand how it happens. That's how I actually started. My very first investment in cryptos came down to that. These darling, amazing friends of mine, they just kept explaining to me, how do I buy crypto? And then in the end, I said, okay, guys, I need to try this. I need to test. I actually need to get hands on so I really can wrap my head around this. And that's what I did. My investments are not that huge. I probably scale very well in the study, which is, by the way, called Women and Crypto. But I don't think that's the thing. The main thing here to me is that, get involved, be curious, just like the other ladies say, ask questions and just keep asking, and then be active and join us, come to the events, reach out to us. And eventually then you will feel more confident on doing whatever you think is for you. And let's go.
Thanks a lot, Anita. And I hope till now our audience might have also understood, like when we talk about crypto, blockchain, this space, This is not gender specific because we can see a lot of women out exploring it very well and getting onto the top position. And it is not geographically restricted as well, because we have a diverse people sitting, like Anita from Dubai, Vilma from Finland, Priya from India, Kate from Africa, Kenya. So we have people from all parts of the world. That's why not only from a people from a region do it. Like sometimes people feel that like people in that country, they are involved into that. Like it's not like that. People everywhere is getting adopted to it, and the earlier we understand it, the better it is for us. Next question to Miss Vilma. Are you ready, Vilma?
Yes, yes.
Okay, thank you. So, Miss Vilma, in last like from 2008-9 when Bitcoin came, there are a lot of new blockchains came in the market, right? And then after some time from 2016-17, like most of the crypto that came, they are not blockchain, they are tokens only, because they think that like they can create a token on existing blockchains like Tron blockchain, like Ethereum, like Binance Smart Chain. So different blockchains are used to create tokens to solve the purpose. And to create a blockchain itself is a very humongous task, and it needs to have a purpose as well, right? Because just to have a crypto, then you don't need to have a coin. Maybe most of the friends out in the market, like in this audience, or maybe those people who watch this recording in future, they might not have an understanding what is the difference between a coin and a token. Just for them, let me just take one moment from you, Vilma, to give them a basic idea. If a crypto, like cryptocurrency is a broader term, and in crypto we have two, a coin and a token. If a crypto has its own native blockchain, then it is called a coin. And if it's built on an existing blockchain like Ethereum, Binance Smart Chain, Tron, or any XYZ other blockchain, then it is called a token. We have ERC20 tokens, BEP20 tokens, TRC20 tokens. These are tokenization standards. And when it comes with its own blockchain, it's called coin. So we have Vilma here, who is the co-founder of a blockchain. That means they are having their own coin, they have their own blockchain. So I would like to hear from you, Vilma. What was the need, what you felt to have a new blockchain brought into the market? And what is the basic purpose you had in your mind, and how it has been getting executed, and what is the response you are getting in this till now?
Yes. Very good question. So first of all, sustainability. Secondly, accessibility. So for touching the point one, why sustainability? Because Bitcoin is based on how much energy is consumed. That determines who is validator. Ethereum is based on who has more money, has more stake. Therefore, we base the consensus in who is more sustainable by scraping data from 650 ESG sources, so environmental, social, and governance sources of United Nations. And United Nations has SDG goals, which have a parameter which we are following. Therefore, we don't invent what are the requirements to want to be sustainable. However, what we do is that the core of the consensus is based on which validator is more sustainable will get the next block, meaning that we tracked in live the data of, for example, water temperature, contamination, etc., of the sources, and respect who helps most of humanity will validate the block, meaning that who has higher sustainability ranking will validate the block. And respect the accessibility, we did templates for smart contracts. Why? Because most of my colleagues, most of the people that come from, for example, finance, their most expensive problem is that, look, I don't know Rust, I don't know Solidity, I cannot code. How can I execute smart contracts on chain? So we made templates, and now executing smart contracts on blockchain is as simple as sending message on Messenger to someone. Therefore, you don't need to know any code. It's no code. And at the same time, third benefit, in our chain, you can send transactions to phone number, and you can send transactions to web link. Why the phone number? Because we have been in conversations with multiple telco companies, and they have this expensive problem of phone numbers becoming irrelevant because everyone is speaking with each other in Zoom, in Google meetings, and no one really uses phone numbers anymore. We use it for two-factor authentication, and that's it. Therefore, we are enabling people to be able to send any crypto, chain agnostic, to phone number itself. And why does that help people? First of all, because there is 1 billion people that don't have identity and they don't have access to banking. And at the same time, they cannot KYC for exchanges because as they don't have identity, they cannot do KYC, or they are excluded from part of the exchanges or from being able to do KYC. As we know, more and more countries are being excluded. And in addition to this, also open source wallets, as for example, in this case, even MetaMask is right now starting to ban certain countries. First one was Venezuela. So we solved them that problem.
Oh, that's great. And actually, today was the first time I came to know in depth about your blockchain, 5 blockchain, and I'm really impressed with this sustainability factor, especially because I still remember in my early days when we used to talk about cryptocurrencies, like when we introduce about like cryptocurrency and blockchain, the basic introduction starts coming from Bitcoin. So because that is the point from where we need to talk about the story. And when we talk about Bitcoin, we need to tell how Bitcoin comes into the market. Then we talk about Bitcoin mining. Then the POW consensus mechanism comes. And when we talk about POW, most of the critic people find it as a reason to say no to cryptocurrency because we are spoiling environment. You are consuming a lot of electricity. You are a major reason for global warming. You are like lot of reasons related to that environment. Energy stuff was being criticized in terms of Bitcoin. And when you came up with such a fabulous idea of not making POW or POS or any other mechanism, you considered sustainability, especially environment friendly things, as a consensus parameter. That's a fabulous thing to do. So really appreciate your job and wish you all the best for this journey. We all are there with you. And I hope like thousands of people will watch this video in future and everybody will follow you in this journey.
Thank you very much. I wish you the same. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Priya, let me come to you next. Since you are working on like, I know recently you started from this year drops and then you started a venture capitalist firm, but now you are working as a guild. Me, you and the panelists here understand what a guild is, what a P2E is. But most of the people, when we talk about guild, like they sometimes feel that guild is a spelling mistake, it's guide or something else, because many people have not even heard about a word who are not in this industry, called a word called guild. And P2E is a very, very amazing concept. Like when people spend a lot of time, effort, energy, and money to play games, not earning anything apart from the satisfaction. But now we have P2E games which help people to make a lot of money as well. On top, how this idea of starting a guild came up and how this journey has been.
Okay, thanks. That's a very good question, Vineesh. So before going into the picture, like I'll just briefly explain what is a guild. Guild is a place where you have a number of scholars. Scholars, we call it as scholars. Usually they are called as players. So what these players will do is they play a games, and as the guild owners, we will be taking our share, and whatever the games the players have been played, at the end of the month the revenue they made has been shared in terms of revenue basis model. Say currently we have around 1250 scholars right now who is playing with 6 different games. Out of 6 games, 4 are playable and 2 is under beta version, right? So these games, the model will start in this way. Every month of 25th will be cashing out the revenue what they have earned, and the cycle will start from 26th of every month to the next 25th of next month, right? So this is where the revenue model and how the structure of guild works. It's absolutely like scholars playing, and they are making the money, and the guild will be taking their share and sharing it to the community. As well as community means we have a guild managers as well, because it's not only the guild owners who can manage the the trainings, onboarding the scholars, providing the digital assets and all, right? So this is the entire structure of a guild. Okay, second thing what a guild do is, guild will purchase, that means invest on behalf of the players, and they will provide the accounts, the set of accounts to the the players to play the games. Because when we see a traditional model of gaming, people used to play for just for fun, right? When I have a phone, I have a smartphone, and I have some time, some ample time, what I do usually, I'll be doing the browsing, and or else I'll see something for fun, like maybe games, or I'll be playing like Clash of Clans, or maybe the puzzle games, or maybe the bird games and all. So this is the traditional way of wasting the time actually. So other than that, we can also play, the beauty of a guild is we can also play some games and make some ample money every month, right? So we are investing our time as a player, we are investing our time to play the game and get some money, get some fund, right? And that is helping the complete ecosystem. It is also one of the use case for a blockchains as well, right? Because we will be building a token, the game as well as a token integration only on the through the help of the blockchain. So guilds is one of the real-time use case for the current crypto and blockchain ecosystem completely, right? Okay, when you ask me my journey, I'm basically a player. Okay, I used to play Clash of Clans, Farmville, all these games. So I started in early 2020 when I met one of the gaming company in a conference in Dubai, all right, which is in one of the prominent summit. So it got intrigued me. Okay, let me play this game. So I've started with Axie Infinity. I've dig deep into the how these axes work, how to set up a teams, and what is the return of investment. So I started playing and all. It is actually in the early 2020. This is where my journey into the gaming has been started. So but my focus has been gone into the investments again, because we are also having a venture capital firm. So obviously guild is one part running. Alternatively, we are also working on our venture capital firm, and we kept on investing on very good prominent projects, all blockchain projects, web3 projects, web2 projects, DeFi projects. So there are so many things which have been mixed up with. But we started a guild technically in 2021, early 2021, right? So currently we have been partnered with 6 games, including the Axie Infinity. Axie Infinity is actually not our partner. We are one of the top 20 guilds providing the Axie Infinity scholarship in the CoinGecko. So right now we are in the CoinGecko providing a scholarship. So we are officially in the CoinGecko as one of the top 20 guilds providing the scholarships, right? So we have been partnered with Cybal. Not Cybal. We have been partnered with Alpex Battle. We have partnered with Epico Regal. Like that, there are some very good prominent games called Place War. Place War is usually what we are planning. We are thinking is Place War is going to be going to hit Axie Infinity. It is going to be second place. And also there is one more game called Splinterlands. As per Lunar Crush, if you have heard about a Lunar Crush platform, as per Lunar Crush, Splinterlands is a second playable game, which in terms of ROI. So this is all about how the language of guild is. So basically what we do is we give our assets, we invest our assets to the players, we make some money and we share them the fund. So this is how we are helping the ecosystem. This is what our duty is as a guild. Other than that, we'll give a basic training for people who come for the scholarships, because obviously there is no rule that everyone know the technology. As Kate said, there are so many ways to learn the technology. There are so many ways to grow in terms of ecosystem. So people who come to us, definitely they don't know the basics of crypto and what is the Ronin wallet, what is a blockchain, what is Ethereum wallet and all. So usually what we do is when they come for a scholarship, when they apply for an application, what we do is we give a basic training, basic concepts for giving a little bit of knowledge into the blockchain and ecosystem. So tomorrow that makes them help to go to the higher levels. It's not only the game, it's educating the people, educating the community, educating the entire guild and system as well as scholars. So tomorrow they leave our guild with a very good experience. They can also apply jobs in a different communities, like different guilds, different cryptocurrency companies, because see, the crypto, blockchain, and this Web3 entire space is vast of opportunities. I didn't see this in terms of a women entrepreneur, but I can see this as a a normal layman person. Crypto and blockchain is full of in scope and full of opportunities. So what I believe is, what we as a guild believe is, we try to educate people, we try to grow together, and we also let our teams, not even my scholars, even our team members also, who are managers, who are trainers, who are the streamers. Right now, very prominent streamers and trainers are working along with us. We believe in grow together. This is what we do in our guild. And I'm also looking for partnership with different continents and different countries. We have a pioneers in industry, like Vilma is there. Like I have seen, like, for the first time, it was amazing for me. And I've seen our granny, she's absolutely amazing. Probably when I come to Dubai, I definitely have to meet her. And Kate, if I get an opportunity, definitely I would love to meet her as well. So we have very good people right now on the place, and I definitely want to see the take this as an advantage. And thank you so much, Vineesh, for this wonderful opportunity to connecting us in this space on behalf of International Women's Day. Thank you.
Thank you, Priya, for such a wonderful insight. For us, it is very easy to understand. But when I started sharing about this P2E game model to most common people out in the market, and they get fascinated with this idea. What, I can make money by playing? Like, it is not believable for most of the people. Like, they ask, like, what I have to do for that? Like, I say it's free. You can make as much money as you want to, like, if you are ready to play games. And this is a like game changer in this industry, and like for especially the new generation coming up. So
Yeah,
now my next question is to Miss Crypto Dolphin. Like, I like that name as Crypto Dolphin, Miss Kate. Before that, for our audience, since Priya was talking and Vilma and Anita was talking too much technical on the latest things, because they are pioneers in this industry. But we have some people here in this call who have not who don't have too much knowledge about this industry. For them, let me just give a brief introduction. Like, when we are talking about Web3, what exactly Web3 is. Like, it is very easy to understand. Like, from Web3 means it started from Web1, Web2, Web3. So Web1 was a static website time, and it was a one-way communication where some information was put on a website, and you can just go to that website and you can access all the information found in that website. Then Web2 came when Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, all these type of concepts came in the market, where you can also contribute in the content of that websites. And now if you look into Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, or any of the sites, the content is mostly provided by us only. But the major challenge which came up in this space is that, like, even though we are the one who contribute everything in this companies, but the revenue goes into them only 100%. Secondly, our privacy is a major concern, and there is a centralization, which is centralized entities, which is coming between us. So when this blockchain technology came, decentralization idea came, to have our privacy, our control back in our hands. And if we are contributing to the growth of that project, then the monetization has to happen with the entire community. So that's how this idea came up, where privacy is in your control, security is your control. There is no centralized party. It is a totally decentralized peer-to-peer thing. And the monetization, the profit now, like, concept came, like decentralized autonomous organization idea came up. So this is a basic understand for you folks who don't know what they were talking about. So now coming back to Kate, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you quite well.
Yeah, thank you. So Kate, I have been to Kenya, Nairobi as well, and I know Nairobi is one of the countries where I've seen, like, they are too much adopted with the digital money concept, like M-Pesa, right? So like in India, like even in Dubai, like when we stay in Dubai, it's still e-money has not become so popular, right or wrong, Anita? Like we still
That's
have
true.
to be dependent on credit card, debit card, or physical cash. They have not understood the concept of e-money like wallet to wallet system. But in Kenya, in Africa, M-Pesa was doing so great. And has this idea of or this understanding of e-money, e-wallet helped you a lot in this journey of making people understand this cryptocurrency much easier way, like as an advanced version of what this digital currency can be? So has it helped you, and how you see Africa as a uh, like major power in this crypto blockchain space in the coming years?
Well, thank you so much, Vinesh. I think when it comes to my country, when it comes to money and cashless society, I think Kenya was the first country in the world to adopt into a cashless society, something that actually Kenyans themselves didn't see the reality back sometimes, maybe like 15 years ago. Because just like the way we have innovation of technology and even blockchain or in crypto, things are changing. There is a season for something. So when M-Pesa is a payment system by a service provider called Safaricom was introduced in the market, most Kenyans actually didn't even imagine that there was a day like today, when you don't have money in your mobile phone, you look like you're a naked person. So I can relate to this with crypto in this sense. When that innovation came into existence and people were told you need to start now using the features, like you would become an agent of this M-Pesa, so you could help people to transact money from their mobile phone and things like that. There was a lot of debate. There was a lot of fear, doubts, anxiety, and people didn't actually believe that this was going to happen. So it came a time when even the banks themselves could not be able to control these transactions, because you would see people would prefer to use the M-Pesa instead of going to the bank. Today, very few people go to the bank unless you have too much bulk transaction you want to do. And even that, still, there's still a system that we use via M-Pesa that allows us to be able to transfer money from one account to another or from one bank to another. So let me come to the crypto and how M-Pesa has really changed actually has helped Kenyans to be able to do transactions or to be able to trade crypto and be able to actually even understand what crypto is all about. I think most Kenyans don't really understand, or maybe they don't know that we are already in a blockchain system. It's only that the government cannot be able to say exactly what our system is all about. But from my own understanding, I know that Kenya is already in a blockchain system, because when it comes to government, if you want to do something like you want to get a driving license or a birth certificate or renewing any government document nowadays, you don't have to go to the bank. I mean, you don't have to go to those particular offices to do that particular LRD. So what you need to do, you just go online and you just go to we have the platforms already created by the government. There's a system which is connected. It is connected. It's plugged with M-Pesa in such a way you want to make a payment, you just have to use your mobile phone and make a payment, and the government will send you your document in your email. So you just go and print your email. I think that's all what we talk about when we talk about blockchain. That's for me, that's a version of blockchain in our systems. So another thing that I've seen M-Pesa has helped us is when I started trading crypto, I was actually actively involved in peer-to-peer transactions. We used to buy crypto from different regions, and all of a sudden I saw M-Pesa expanding into our neighboring countries. So we would be able to trade with people in East Africa, East and Central Africa, using M-Pesa. Actually, what happened was there was also introduction of M-Pesa in abroad. Like we could be able to buy and sell crypto from US using M-Pesa. South Africa using M-Pesa, even India in some places. So I think M-Pesa has actually helped us in a very big way. We have seen other service providers coming on board also. They are also doing a lot of efforts in upgrading the systems of the payment systems and trying to duplicate or copy what M-Pesa is doing. So what I think I want to add on what my sisters have talked about, like empowering women. And I think even though crypto is male dominated, we also need to have them. Most women need to also get involved, because we have a situation in Africa, and I think it's happening all over the world, because lack of jobs and decentralization of systems is pushing people to go into tech world. And in tech world, without having a system where you can be able to transact money, it becomes very difficult to execute any business. So I want to encourage not just women, but even men all over the world to try and see that the freedom of our systems, the freedom of our world is going to be in crypto space, because we are just fully decentralized. You have seen what has happened with what is happening with Russia and Ukraine, like so many other countries. The Russians, thank God, some of them who knew what crypto is all about, they were able to buy and hold cryptocurrencies. So we have seen now payment systems like Visa, Master, and other payment systems. They have already banned, transaction with Russians. But for you, because you had crypto, it's going to be easy.
Yes,
So
power
that
is
is the
back in our
concept
hand, right?
we are having here in
Cryptocurrency, the
our
power is back in our hand, into the back community. So thanks
exactly.
a lot. Thanks a
Yes.
lot for everybody. And like as a final thing, like as a final message before closing this session, I would like to hear from Vilma, Anita, Priya, and Kate, just in 1 minute time. Like we don't, and not taking too much time because everybody might be having other commitments as well. Just 1 minute final closing message to everybody out who is listening or watching these videos in the coming days. Anita, from you. 1 minute final conclusion message.
Yes, thank you. Even though it's a Women's Day and it's been amazing to share the stage with these amazing women, I would like to remind us that it's not about being a female or a male, but all of us just join, have an open mind, be curious, give the technology a chance, and yeah, let's do this together, because obviously this is the way to the future. It will be somehow within the new technology, within cryptos. In which form, no one else can know for sure as yet. But this is the way going forward. And if we go together and if we have open mind and we have the faith, yes, it will be a good thing. And obviously all these, the gaming, the NFTs, the metaverse, all of that. Oh boy, there is a lot for a granny to learn, but I'm so curious and so inspired in front of all of this. So actually, I want to close by hoping that a lot of us I get to meet during the VOV Summit starting on the 13th, or during the AIBC Summit starting the 20th here in Dubai. I will be participating and speaking in both of them, but especially please reach out. Let's connect, let's talk, and let's make this amazing all together. And once more, Vinesh, thank you so much for the kind invite for this event. And everyone have an amazing, great Women's Day and Tuesday.
Thank you. Thanks a lot, Anita. It's the same thing what I also felt, because it's not about male or female. Because when I was sharing this invite to a couple of my friends, and like one of my friend was asking, like on this Women's Day, when you are inviting so much women, why you are there in between as a male? Then I tell them, like, it's not about male or female. I just want to show to the world like that it's not just a few men who are working in this industry. There are prominent women also in this space, and I would like to share their experience and bring it to the notice of people like that there is a lot of scope for ladies like you out in the market who is still not having the information or the right guidance or the right direction in this industry. Next to Vilma, your final closing conclusion statement for everybody.
Yes, I also wanted to say it's not about women or men, it's about humanity and also about courage and getting yourself out there. When I showed up for the first time in the Bitcoin mining meeting in 2014, there was no woman. 2015, no woman. 2016, no woman still. And I still showed up. I was wrong to come in, socially labeled from a perspective of assuming that I shouldn't be going there because there is no other woman, there is no one else who is so young, there is no one else who comes from not tech industry. There were so many excuses of not to go there, but I still showed up. So I would still like to encourage everyone to show up despite of any type of excuses there could be or any type of restrictions in your mind why you shouldn't show up, but still go there and talk to people, ask the people, be curious and communicate, be transparent, and always of course offer value, but also remember that what you have from experience from other industries are definitely things that we need in this industry. Blockchain has a big marketing problem, blockchain has a communication problem, blockchain has an overall problem of intercommunication between industries and understanding. We need different kind of people in different areas, not just technology. We need people, creative people, of course. We need operations. We need everything, business development, everything than in any other industry. So everyone is welcome. Everyone will find a space here. It's not just an industry. It's an ideology and a community. People come here to get together, and when in any country where you go, you will find someone who is from crypto. So it's a community to connect, share, as well as feel that you belong to somewhere. And at the same time, I just wanted to share that we give $50,000 grants for women who are starting their enterprises or starting their startups on Fire Chain. So please apply. We are here to help you get started. And we provide you technical resources, we will provide you funding, we provide you help with listing to exchanges, we provide you anything that you need as long as you stick to your plan and stay determined.
That's a good news. Like that's a best giveaway as well in this call, like $50,000. Whoever is interested to start a project on the Fire blockchain, that's so good to hear. Thanks a lot, Vilma, for joining and taking your precious time. Now, next to Ms. Kate, just a short 1 minute conclusion message for all the audience who is watching this video.
Okay, thank you so much, Vineesh. I think I just want to say that, like anything, balance is often the best approach. And the concept covers the importance of creating that male and female ratio in crypto and even in any other businesses. So bringing in more women and men who have no idea what's happening in crypto will balance the gender ratio, and it's going to give the industry the best of both. And we also need all these talents together. I'm so happy to connect with you guys. I'm so happy to connect with great women, and I hope to meet Anita very soon in Dubai. Vinel also, and I would want to also know more about what you guys are doing. And this is what will help us grow our community. Personally, I have my community that we are growing each other to and empowering each other, trying to share a lot of information, training people about the basics, and we would like to bring all these people on board. So I'm looking forward to working with you guys. This is a journey that is endless. Thank you so much, guys.
Thanks a lot, Kate, for showing up in this session and for sharing your wonderful insight. And let us conclude it with Ms. Priya with your final closing note.
Awesome, awesome. It's been very happy to hear all of you today. So I just want to put one point, like being a woman, like I have faced so many issues till date. So we need more support. We need more women to be onboarded as entrepreneurs, as developers, as a technical people, as a speakers, as a the magic makers actually. So what my ask for all the women is, please try to do something. Don't hesitate. You are not lesser than anyone, and if you get support, keep supporting others, because when women support women, it's going to be very incredible things in the society, and it is very helpful to each and everyone who is there in the space. So keep supporting, keep helping each other, and learn the technology, because when you stop learning at one point of time, that's the end of the thing. So keep learning and keep growing. That's it. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Priya. And final one message from my side to everybody. It's not just a message to the ladies, it's mostly a message to the men out there, because you also have wonderful ladies like these four beautiful ladies sitting here, might be at your home. Maybe it's your wife, maybe sister, your daughter, maybe your uh, girlfriend, maybe your mom. Maybe they also might become a wonderful star like these four powerful ladies. So encourage them to learn, participate in this new era. If you have a knowledge, I know thousands of men. I was finding challenge to like invite powerful ladies out in this space. If it would have been a men's call, I would have like had 50 speakers on this call, because I know mostly men. And these powerful men also might be having powerful ladies at their home. So please encourage them, make them participate in this space, because they might go much above where we are today. So that's all from my side, and wish you all the beautiful, powerful, talented ladies out there in the world. Wonderful, happy Women's Day. So maybe in the by next year, as Vilma said, it will not be just one lady entering into the blockchain conferences. It will be mostly majority of the ladies in next few years should be like majority of the audience should be ladies in future. So that's my wish, and thanks a lot everybody for joining this call. And let's meet up and catch up again, and let's stay connected. Wish you all the best, and thanks everyone for attending today. Good night. Take care from my side. Thank you. Bye bye.